Morning and welcome to One Lonely Farmer. Yeah, One Lonely Farmer. I also look like that Ag Talking to Raw guy. Even have the same funky little thing on his nose. Anyway, yeah, I debated on whether or not to put this video up that you're about to watch, just for the simple reason is I kind of sound like an asshole. But I've watched a few videos that were sent to me by a couple of friends, and their videos are talking about this very subject on the pharmaceutical side, like when they go to buy insulin for their child that only back in November, December, the cost of that insulin was $60, and now it was $389 with a coupon, and it would be over $500 for that same box of insulin in the new year of 2021, specifically after January 20th. So I have been to this doctor's office with my son, me and my wife go, and I've never been asked the questions that I've been asked like this. The lead in the house thing, is your house built before 1960? Well, that's kind of common, and it's no big deal because I do live in a house that was initially built before 1960, but it's been reworked several times in the past, and including when I purchased it. And that was in 2003 that I purchased this property. And by the time 2007 rolled around, I had been through a divorce and a lot of crazy things happened, and I did rebuild the house. So I wasn't offended by that, but the way she asked the question and the way I answered it and the response that I got was really an attitude that I did not appreciate. And as far as the other questions, I don't think that they have a right, and you'll see that in the video, I don't think that they have a right to ask that specific question in the manner that they asked it. If they want to know the answer, directly ask the question. Don't ask it 6 ways from Sunday to try and figure out if I have what they're asking me. I was a little annoyed, so just bear with me on this one. Don't think I'm an asshole, because I am. I am an asshole at times, but I just really felt that I was asked some questions that I really didn't think they needed to know the answers to, and I really wish I had the camera on at the time, because I didn't have the camera on in the doctor's office, but I really wish I did, because you know what? There's awareness that needs to be brought forth that what we are in for and the questions that they are asking are targeting specific people. Maybe it's because I was wearing a toboggan hat or a snowball hat, and I have this big hairy bushy beard, and my 2.5-year-old son barely recognizes me with that anyway, and they want me to put a mask on him, which look, this scamdemic is really getting to the point where I think it needs to be exposed and shut down. Saw the reports, and you can look them up on Google. The deaths by infectious disease or whatever viruses in the United States were in line with 2019 and 2018 with just regular flu and other pneumonia and things like that. So is there such a thing? Or did they just create this? I mean, I believe there is coronavirus. Do I believe it's as deadly as they say it is? No, I do not. I do not one lousy bit. And call me a crazy ass if you want. I'm okay with that. I do not believe that people are dying from coronavirus in the numbers that they claim they are. I think that there are people with complications in their lives that when they get the coronavirus, they die. I do believe that. But for the most part, it's no different than catching a common cold, and I'm sure the Stony Ridge farmer, he'll kind of sort of agree with me. Maybe he's going to disagree. He had coronavirus, and it hit him pretty hard, but he's back, and he's never left. He continued to work through it. Any illness or virus that you get is going to knock you on your ass, but obviously I think there was a political agenda with this virus, and I was watching some other videos with some government officials, and they're saying by July 2021, it will be gone. And I may or may not be right or wrong, but I certainly hope it's gone by July. I want life to become normal again. You know, I bet, and now I'm getting on different things, but I could almost guarantee you that there are more children that misplace their parents or get lost in everyday life over these masks than there were before. Because when you cover your face like this, kids don't really remember what you're wearing, you know, whether you're wearing a tank top or whatever. They know their mother and their father by this, their face, their appearance. I wear a hat like this most of the time, so or similar, and you know, so William would be able to recognize me. But you know, somebody who has got brown hair, brown eyes, or blue eyes, or green eyes, and a mask on their face, and their child gets distracted and then turns around and where's mom and dad? I can't see their face, you know. So I just really hope that things get back to normal. Anyways, enjoy the video, and there you go. Good morning, good morning. Good morning some more. It's me and William. Yep, me and William. Today, my wife had a dentist appointment she had to go to, and William has his 30-month checkup, right? Yep, say yes. 30-month checkup, going to the doctor. I hope they don't want to stick him with a damn needle, because that just annoys me. Every time he goes to the doctor's office, they want to stick him with a needle, right? And I don't like that. And they're certainly not going to give him this stupid COVID vaccine, because that's a waste of time and money anyway. But I would like to say, I don't like going to the doctor to begin with. I am not a fan of doctors. I know too many dead people that went to the doctors and didn't survive it. And this is just an absolute fact. My brother-in-law went to the doctor. They put him on a statin. They killed him. Then there's, you know, my sister. She went to the doctors for cancer, right? Oh, just garden variety cancer. Well, hell, I never heard of garden variety cancer. She's dead because of garden variety cancer. I know a guy who went in for a down the throat thing. It was not the colonoscopy. Was it the colonoscopy? Maybe it was a colonoscopy. They tore his colon, killed him, dead. Another guy, Billy, his last name I'm not going to mention, but he was a chicken farmer, and he had cancer, and they told him it was cured. Boom! His cure was death. It was death. He died. So, of course, these are things that, you know, happen. Another guy, he went in for stents. Of course, he had heart problems, but he went in for stents. They're like, well, you're about 80% blocked. We can do this with chelation, or we can put a stent in, or, you know, there's other things we can do before that. And they put a stent in, pushed the plaque into his heart, causing a massive heart attack, and he died. Yep, there's the wife. She's probably pissed at me because I was giving her crap. She hides stuff in the house. I love her to death, but she hides stuff. That embroidery room is a disaster. And then I got to wear these stupid things because they're stupid. You know, I'd like to shove one of these up Dr. Fauci's rear end, just because I wouldn't be the guy to do it. But I'd hold him down while somebody else did it. I don't want to get that close to another man's asshole. But anyway, right, Will? Oh my God, this kid's gonna grow up tough. Because he's gonna grow up in a world of snowflakes with a guy that's a snowball. You know, I'm the guy that hits you upside the head. The snowflakes what falls all around you. Ah, you know, my heart, my liver. But this guy, he's growing up with a snowball, not a snowflake. There's a difference. And maybe I'm a jerk sometimes, but whatever. Anyhow, I'm in this winter wonderland. This guy walks every day, all day. And he's wearing a mask. I guess he's afraid that COVID is going to come down from the lightning bolt and just give it to him. I don't know. I hate that shit. These people walking in the open air wearing a stupid mask. You know, what are you trying to prevent catching? Fresh air? There ain't nothing out here. There's nothing out here. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly. I know that guy. I do know that guy. It's Mr. Walker. Anyways, I just passed Mr. Walker. Oh my God, it's a Walker sighting. I'll show you where he lives. You can go burn his firewood pile down while he's asleep. No, don't do that. That would be mean. He watches my videos. He knows I'm just joking. He's like, oh, is that one lonely farmer? That's what he was looking at me like. Is that one lonely farmer? Yeah, it's one lonely farmer. And no, I'm not coming to visit you. I'm going to take my kid to the doctor's office, and this is the quickest route to get there. Yeah, I don't know why he's cutting much wood since it snowed. Dale, you better get your ass in gear. There's a lot of people that are freezing to death in their McMansions. Like right here, you know, there's a nice little house, and it doesn't look like they're burning any firewood, but it's because you didn't cut it enough. You didn't cut it fast enough. Anyway, I'm done rousing with you. I'm just playing. William's like, every day my father is like this. Every day, right, Will? Right? He's growing immune to me. Anyway, I'll see you when I get done with this mess. I'll tell you what kind of poking and prodding they did to him on his 30-month checkup. Stories of taking a child to the doctors. So, I'm a grumpy old man, just so y'all know. I am a grumpy old man. You ask me questions that I think are out of line, I'm going to push back on you because I don't think you need to be asking me stupid questions like that. So question number one was, does he have a mask? He's 2.5 years old. I don't have a mask for him because you know what he does with a mask at 2.5 years old? He takes it off of his face. He rips it right off. So I said, no, don't have a mask for him. Well, you know, you really should have a mask for him. It's for his protection. I'm like, yeah, okay. I said, you're lucky that I've got a mask on. How's that sound? And that set the tone for the rest of the interview. So she's like, do you live in a house that's older than 1960? I says, well, yeah, but I redid it, and it's all wood, and the majority, there's nothing old left in it. So that's a yes. I'm like, well, if you want to say technically yes, I live in a house that's older than 1960, but it was completely rebuilt in 2007. So there's no lead paint in there. Okay, sir, I'll just mark that down as a refurbished house from before 1960. Anyway, she says, do you have any hobbies that would put you in close contact with lead? Oh, now they want to know if there's any guns in the house. It's like, nope, I don't have any hobbies that put me in close contact with lead. Are you a police officer? Do you have a police officer that lives in a house that goes to a firing range? I'm like, no. But if you want to know if I have firearms in the house, just ask me if I've got any firearms in the house. And as far as lead is concerned, all of my ammunition is copper jacketed. I do not come in close contact with lead. So she says, well, this isn't for your protection, it's for his. I was like, hey, the only way this kid's gonna get lead poisoning from anything that I own is if somebody shoots him, like a cop or someone else. That's stupid. Okay, I'll be right back. So she leaves. She comes back in and she gives me this thing, right? You're gonna love this. Okay, she gives me this thing, and it's got a whole bunch of different colored papers. You know, so I'm excited about filling shit out. I didn't fill it out. But on the top sheet, it actually stated his growth percentages, and then in all the colored papers are like, oh, you're a jerk. Guns are bad. Orange man bad. All these liberal bullshit things. I breezed through it. I'm like, fuck. F you. But anyway, whatever. I'm aggravated. The doctor comes in. Wonderful doctor. Hello, I'm Dr. Potts. I love Dr. Potts. She's a nice young lady. You know, she's a nice young lady. So anyway, whatever. Dr. Potts comes in. She's like, oh, don't worry about the mask thing. It's fine. You know, as long as you're precautionary and, you know, use precaution, you'll be fine. No kidding. Look. I'm not going to suck on your face, you old hag nurse. I'm not. It's not going to happen. I don't care. Stay 6 feet away from me if you don't like it. You don't have to come that close to me. You don't have to come that close to me if you feel that I'm going to, I don't know, contaminate you with goodness. I don't know. Whatever. Good God. Going to the doctor's office for me is a stressful ordeal because I know they're assholes. I know they are. They don't give a shit about your health anymore. You know what they care about? They care about your money. How are you going to be paying for this? Is the first question I got from the receptionist. That was the first question. How will you be paying for this today? Like, oh, okay. So you request me to be here, and then you're worried about how I'm going to pay for it. With my stupid insurance. How's that sound? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Do you have your card? Yep, sure do. Here, hand it to her. Thank you. Okay. So they don't really... They could have said, so how's William today? Oh, is he doing okay? Is he here for a regular cat checkup? Or, you know, or is he not feeling well? No, not at all. It's, how will you be paying for this today, sir? So we don't care about the kid. They don't care about you. They don't care about your health. If you're a nurse and you're watching this, you know, don't be an asshole, okay? Don't be an asshole. Be like Dr. Potts. Hi, how are you doing today? Is everything okay? I mean, she already knows she's going to get paid because the nurse or the receptionist at the front told, you know, asked that question. But still, if you're a receptionist, when you greet somebody that's in there, I could have had a kid that was sicker than hell. And it would be, how are we going to be paying for this today? Like, oh, is he okay? Oh, do we need, you know, do you need anything? I mean, by accident, I sat in the 6th section before she got to me, you know. So she knew that she possibly, if I was sitting in the 6th section, that maybe it would have been an indication that either I or him were sick. But no. How are we going to be paying for this today? We need your money. Oh, you've got the cancer? Well, that's only garden variety. Oh, you've got high cholesterol. Here, let's poison you with statins. Read up on statins. If you're on statins, get off of them. Get off of them. Change your diet. Change your diet. Lower your cholesterol. Even though the cholesterol thing is a myth. They created a drug, statins, to, they didn't know what it did. So they ran trials and studies and guinea pig tests on people. And then they marked down what it did to their bodies. And then they're like, oh, this lowers this thing called cholesterol. Yeah. Or triglycerides, you know? That's another one. High triglycerides. What do these things do to you negatively? And don't say hardening of the artery walls, because that's a load of horse shit as well. The hardening of the artery walls is a calcium buildup in your blood vessels, because you are calcium deficient. If you didn't know that, I just informed you. Calcium deficiencies cause the hardenings of the artery walls. Okay? So, why would your blood vessels harden with calcium deposits if you're deficient? It's because your body is looking for as much calcium as it can possibly get, and it stores it. And it stores it in really bad places like your artery walls. Not cholesterol. Not cholesterol. But anyway, you need cholesterol. You ever hear the term, oh, you got good cholesterol and bad cholesterol? Well, which is what? Is it good or is it bad? I want to know. I certainly know that there's a drug out there that has about 50,000 side effects, and one in like 20,000 people die from this drug. And yeah, so whatever. Anyway, I didn't have a good experience at the doctor's office today with a nurse. Mask shaming doesn't work with an old, grumpy man. It doesn't. I don't give a shit. You wear your worthless mask. Go ahead. I'll wear mine. But a 2.5-year-old, he's fine. Don't get close to him, you diseased piece of shit. You're the only other one in the room. You're the only other one in the room. And if you're the only other one in the room, chances are you're the one that's going to give it to me or my son. So suck off, lady. Anyway, gotta go. I'm aggravated. You know, it really pisses me off when somebody asks me a question like that. So the next time this nurse, and don't think I won't say this either, but next time this nurse asks me if I have any hobbies that expose me to lead, I'm going to ask her if she fornicates with animals. You know, let's just say, well, do you fornicate with animals? Because that's a question it's been bothering me since I got in this room, if you fornicated with animals. Because if you do, you know, that could really change my opinion about this this appointment I've got with my little boy. Yeah, I think that's a legitimate question to ask. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I got 6 months. 6 months, and then I'm going in there. And if I have to hear that question one more time, I'm going to just as quick and as slick as snot say, well, do you fornicate with animals? I just answer a question with a question until she gets the... because that's disgusting, you know. That's one of the most disgusting things you could ever ask somebody. I would think, you know, because fornicating with animals is disgusting. But funny. But funny on my part. Yeah, I think it's funny. Anyway, yeah, so I just... if they want to know if we have guns in our house, they could ask. The simple answer to that would be none of your fucking business, and I would use the F word. It's none of her business whether I've got guns in my house. Exposure to lead. You know, I've been exposed to lead all my life, I guess. Maybe that explains some things. I don't know. But you know what? They just want to catalog if we have firearms in our house. It's just a way of stating, oh, this household has guns in it. You're right. Next it'll be, do you have any ammunition for those guns? And how much, please? How many rounds do you have for each firearm? Assholes. That's not an appropriate question to ask somebody. And if you're a young man or woman and they ask you these questions, just tell them it's none of your business. I don't ask you what you do in your house, so don't ask me what I do in mine.